It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
We'd like to think we have some form of control still, making our constant binary choices and voicing our equally shallow opinions more loudly or quietly. Most people can't even decide what color to wear or which burger to eat. What does it matter, man? Autonomy is an illusion. Autonomy is an illusion. Autonomy is an illusion. Most people can't even decide what color to wear or which burger to eat. What does it matter, man? Autonomy is an illusion. is an illusion. Autonomy is an illusion.
Good evening, everyone. Give me a second, I need to properly prep for this. During that intro, during a lot of these intros I do for these specials, I do take some time to reflect, because that's time where I can kind of realize, yeah, this is very much real. I can hear my intro playing, everything I'm looking at is very much real, this isn't a dream. But, well, here I am, sat at, last I checked, 600, unless some people have decided to leave, at which point, oh well, I'll continue anyway. Sat at 601 followers and 401 subscribers on YouTube. Honestly, I know I say this every stream. If you went back, even at like a year, if you went to me this time last year and said that I would be sat here with 601 followers and 401 subscribers on YouTube, I would have laughed in your face. I would have said bullshit. I wouldn't have expected to be staring at a second monitor, look up to my left and there'd be a boom mic, which I still need to sort out. You know, hang out with the people that I've always dreamed about hanging out with. I would have thought that you were lying. That's a fantasy, that is a dream. But yeah, I can tab into this game and stare up at what I've built. I can stare up at the axe that I legitimately got bored and just built in the middle of the thing, then built this island around it, randomly called it the Pickaxe of Freedom and Friendship, added SAF to there and SAM there because I was bored. Got this way off, evidently. I have to either bring that in or bring it out, or bring that set out. But all of this because of you guys. I'm just someone who sits here and messes around on a computer game, like I'll be doing during this Q&A, where you guys can ask questions in chat or ask them in Ask Azrael. But I owe everything that I have here to you guys and to my moderator team, who keep things in check, but also people I can look, I can hang out with, and I now have my back. and I don't think a simple thank you will ever cut it. Ever. I don't ever think me sitting down at a computer screen saying thank you will ever be able to hold the meaning that I want it to. I don't think me saying it in person and hugging every 601 of you and saying thank you to each individual one of you will ever hold the true meaning of what I mean by thank you. I'm getting to live out something that I wouldn't have expected to do ever in a million years. Because of you guys. You guys make the streams. You guys are what make this what it is. Without you guys I wouldn't have continued. Without you guys I wouldn't have the interaction that I do. I'm gonna go further down the mine so I'm not disturbed. Actually I slept, didn't I? We can go into the terracotta world. Yeah, we can go terracotta. But yeah. So I'm gonna answer the quote-unquote generic questions from Cupcake first. And if people have questions they want to ask, go for it, because I have the chat up as well. And I'll obviously be playing this. Like I said, first off, I want to say thank you all so much for helping me get to where I am now. And as much as I'd love to do the stereotypical cringe of now to the next one, I'm just happy with where I am now. I'm happy if I just sit here and hold at this many people.
You suck.
Thank you, Speedy, for the host. I'm happy to just sit at 600. I was happy to sit at 300, at 100, at like 90, at 50, at 20, at 10. Didn't expect to get this far in this amount of time. One of the the first generic question that Cupcake asked: why did you ever decide to start streaming? I made my streaming account because I saw that there are other people out there that did charity streams. And when I actually started this account, I was very much into raising money for charity, which isn't a big thing. It's not a, oh cool, yeah, that's cool. Everyone, and to my knowledge when we were young, was always pressured into raising money for charity, or just going, I just want to raise money for charity because it's fun. I get to wash cars, and I know it's for a good cause. At least to me that was fun, especially because a lot of this stuff was close to me, especially like when it involved hospitals. Like everyone knows, or those who have watched my streams about Extra Life knows that I may not have gone through the worst stuff as my childhood, but I was still in a hospital a lot of the time. And a kid shouldn't be spending their childhood in a hospital bed. They should be out hanging out with mates, living their life, not stuck in a hospital ward, the same bland walls surrounding them. That's not a childhood, and no one should ever be subject to that. The other reason is just because I just wanted to share my insanity and share my love for games. So I started streaming. I made an account, started watching people, and then just started streaming. That's basically where it went. Ended up streaming a few games with Cupcake before before really anything really kicked off. Made some really cringe YouTube videos, which I'll probably end up deleting, which actually I will eventually go back and delete because they are cringe as hell. But I wouldn't be here without any of you. So regardless of why I started streaming, or when I started streaming. You guys are what make the streams what they are, so when I truly started streaming is when you guys came along. When my streams actually had some meaning to them, when I could, you know, do something, really. Like the Extra Life streams, where I could share, like properly share what I'm doing, rather than it just be something there that might never get viewed ever, or may get an average of 1 view a year, and that usually being me going and looking. Second question, we all know you do a lot of GTA and trucking sim games, but are there other games you really want to bring to stream and maybe one day delight us with them? I've tried streaming FPS games. One of the main ones that I've done is Star Wars Battlefront. I don't think I did Battlefield 4, nor Battlefield 3. And one I did try and do, which was, what's it called? Rainbow Six Siege. Those are the games I want to bring to stream. Those are games where I can hang out and de-stress, and it's also fun in my eyes. Whereas I can't really stream those games because of the restriction I have with internet and also my GPU. My GPU can't run, I think it's my GPU and my CPU combined, can't run the stream or render the stream and render the game at the same time. It can't do it. I think it's my CPU mainly, because she just don't want to play nice. But maybe one day, and trust me, when I have the ability to, I will do it, because it's something I really want to do, is bring you basically every game that I can play. I want to, you know, share. So hopefully in the near future, hopefully. Kind of following on from the first one, but who has been the inspiration for streaming? There's been a lot of inspirations for streaming. There's always been someone who I've always looked up to when it comes down to streaming. There's always someone who I've looked to for guidance, or just someone who I think I should idolize because they're a good person and what they're doing is for a good cause. One of them who didn't really do many streams but did mostly YouTube videos was Syndicate, or Tom. The stuff that he did for charity and just in general, I wanted to do that kind of thing. And then at that time I was still into roleplay, but I didn't realise that there were games out there like FiveM. And then I found Polecat, and through Polecat I found Ocean. Through Ocean I found Yeka, Roan, Les. I don't want to say that's everyone, but that pretty much is. And from that I was like, I want to do those kinds of things. Watching those videos I went, I want to be law enforcement, or I want to be a firefighter. Like in person, I was like, I want to be a firefighter because of this. Like, this is what a firefighter gets to do. To me that looks fun. Yes, it's stressful, but at the same time is they're doing something that to me looks exhilarating and fun. They're getting to save people. They're getting to do something meaningful. Even if it is a video game. And then obviously the charity streams that Ocean does, and Yaka and Randu, and I think Les does as well. No, Les doesn't do, sorry. He does. They all do. Every single streamer I've ever seen has always seemed to have done a charity stream at one point or another, and it's just continued through there. It's always been someone there that I looked up to. When I first got an SAF and started hanging around with people and doing scenes with thank you, Redneck. Nice to see you again, buddy. Thank you for the 100 bits. When I started hanging around with people like Tara or Shockton, I didn't realize the following she had on YouTube. I didn't realize that she was as big as she was. I just knew her as, you know, Shockton. I want to hang out with them. I didn't really put two and two together until she did the the first DOT ride along with me. And I went over to her channel to watch it, and I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of people. But it never really clicked with me that that's a lot of people. It was more or less like I didn't see the people. I saw Terra. I saw the person that's amazing, nice, and a wonderful person to hang out with, who does amazing D&D sessions, who hopefully, depending on how Cupcake goes, we'll do D&D sessions again, or do another D&D sesh. Whether we stream it or not, that's up to everyone, you know, internally. And yeah, it's been through those people I've met that have also encouraged me streaming, who have inspired me to continue streaming, or, you know, so on and so forth. People who have so much positivity to share, who couldn't have a care in the world about what's going on. And you know, it's to me that's amazing. And it was like, I wanna have that attitude. I wanna be that kind of, you know, positive thing. And you know, when I used to watch streams, it was like, it was a distraction. It was a way to get away from life. Playing games is another way of getting away from life. And I was like, why don't I combine the two and be a streamer? Yeah, I can play a game and distract myself from the annoyances of life, and if people enjoy it, you know, that's a distraction for them. And you guys are the biggest, and will always be the biggest inspiration for me to continue streaming, is you guys. The conversations that I have with you guys in streams and out of streams will keep me going. I've had a few of you, you know, sit down and talk with me, say in chat, or like message me, you know, and it's like, thanks for the streams, and I'm like, what do you mean? It's just, you know, I'm just mucking about, like, it's like, you know, you're a distraction. Thank you for being something to kind of like help me get away from, you know, life in general that can be kind of down and depressing. And that hits close, because it's like, I didn't expect to make any sort of difference to anyone. My intention is just to be an idiot playing video games, and if people happen to like it or find it funny, so be it. If people are laughing at me, so be it. If people are laughing with me, so be it. As long as people are enjoying it, I don't care whether they're laughing with me or at me. Because at least someone's getting joy out of it. Because it's sharing that joy in a world that can quite a lot of the time be dark. So my biggest inspiration for streaming would be you guys. The server strike, when it comes down to that with the 5PD server, that just means that they're restarting the server, or they have shut down the server, so just wait a few minutes and it will load itself back up, or give them a second because they're adding new stuff, updating stuff, fixing stuff. It's basically just everyone gets kicked out of the server, they lock it so that they can add new stuff, or it's just a refresh. So give it a wee sec and you should be able to get to it. But yeah, you guys are my inspiration for streaming, and will always be that light. Because I have had doubts about streaming, especially when my mother was taken into hospital. I legitimately sat there and went, what am I doing? I sat at a computer all day, talking to people I will probably never meet. I'm enjoying it, I'm finding it fun, but I rarely see my parents. Yeah, the only times when it's like a holiday or when I don't have college, yeah, I will sleep throughout most of the day. I see them once at dinner and that's it. The rest of the time awake I won't see them. And heck, even if I am awake and get, like, leaving my room, I might not see them, they might be at work. Or if they are at home, I just might, they might be doing something else, and we might just not see each other until dinner. And even then, depending on what we have, it might just be oh yeah, I'll have this from McDonald's, or I'll have this from the takeaway or something, and go back in my room. It did hit home pretty hard. It was like, which direction do I take? Because I know for a fact that evidently my parents don't, compared to my life, have long left. Like, yeah, they still have a good 30, 40, maybe 50 years left in them. I don't know. They could live on until I'm 100, which is impressive. But at the same time, is tomorrow they might not, they might not wake up, or they might go to work and not come home. So, where's my priority? And it's, I want to make my parents proud. Well, how can I do that? I'll continue with my college course and streaming. Well, that's a way for me to get away from stuff. So I'll continue streaming, because if I hit a milestone, or if I just want to do with another friend who's hit a milestone, or we just decide randomly, we're going to stream this week for charity or just for fun, at least I can be a distraction like other people have been for me, so that in those dark times people can have some form of light or some way of getting away from it, and hope that my parents will understand this and understand that what I'm doing might not necessarily seem very productive, but at the same time is something that I enjoy doing, but is helping other people as well. And make them proud. Because that's all I ever want to do. But that's, that's the third question. I'm trying not to yawn. It's like midnight. If people have questions, just post them in chat, and I'll read them when I can. Like, you're not gonna distract me if you post them. You don't have to wait for me to pause to post them. If you have a question, if you think of a question randomly, type it out, post it, and I'll answer it. It can be a question about me personally, it can be a question about me streaming, it can be a question about my characters. It's a Q&A after all. Yeah. I just happen to be playing Minecraft in the background as a little bit of a kind of a distraction type thing. And it'll also do something in the background. Opinion on pineapple on pizza. I personally like pineapple on pizza. I don't know how long this stream is going to be. Last question from Mad Cupcake as well in the list. Face reveal when? So I've already discussed this in a joking manner, but at this point I'm not joking. If I reach 5k followers on Twitch. And then a minimum of 2k subscribers on YouTube. Only then will I do a face reveal. Because in my eyes, my face doesn't matter. What I look like doesn't matter. You know, you guys are here to watch someone play a game, not here to look at me. You're focused on the game. Anytime I've gone and watched a stream, I'm not sat there staring at the face cam. I'm watching the game. Like, yeah, I might want to see a reaction that the player might have. At the same time as, evidently, if I'm walking along and I see a creeper and I do that, you know that I've had a very surprised reaction, and you can probably hear it in my voice, hear it in the way I breathe, because I evidently breathe into my microphone. So it's one of those things. Depending on how stuff goes, no, I'm not gonna really. Some people might see my face. I mean, my staff has seen my face. I'm not gonna hide my face from my staff team. And heck, there are a few people who aren't in my staff team that see my face. But when it comes down to streaming, when I do a proper face reveal, I'll do it roughly around 5k, 2k on YouTube. 2k minimum on YouTube, 5k here on Twitch. And I will do a face reveal. But yeah, if I have the equipment, I might do it before. It is solely dependent on how I feel, but that is kind of my goal that I've set personally, is 5k. And I will show my face. But I won't, I won't share my face. I won't, keep my face shown in streams. I won't have a face cam on 24/7, because to me it's like, my face doesn't matter here. If I'm playing a character, my face doesn't matter here. And to be fair, when I'm playing a game, half the time I just look very serious, or I look really pissed off. So, it's one of those things. Maybe one day. And besides, depending on how stuff goes the next few years, I might end up going to conventions and stuff, so it's solely dependent on how stuff goes through that time. In regards to Striker, and do I do well with the scene? That's in regards to 5PD. Yes, you did. The thing is with roleplayers, the way everyone roleplays is different. I roleplay completely differently in 5PD compared to SAF. I'll roleplay a character differently in a medieval setting compared to this kind of setting. It's one of those things, everyone roleplays differently. Everyone's ability to roleplay is unique. Just, if you're going to make a character, the best way to start off roleplaying is be yourself. Or make a character that's completely the opposite of you. And just put yourself in their shoes. Act like them. Become that character. Be that person. When I'm playing like James is me in like IRL. Alright. Well, close enough. I don't work for DOT and I don't have 4 kids. But I try and keep what James does as close as how I would react or respond. Alright. Okay, asks me about what a pimp is, I'm gonna be very concerned and confused about like why the fuck. Like with Kara, when I got called down to pick her up and had to run over and then realized she had no shoes on. You have no shoes? Or like, where are your shoes? And it's like, I would love to shout, where are your shoes? Or use a voice changer so it sounds like I'm triggered. But I'd rather not wake my parents for one, and two, boom mic's broke. I said broke, don't want to work. I need a system for it. I say a system. The cable for it needs to go into an adapter. I say an adapter, it's a box that I can do a bunch of stuff on it, and then that plugs into my computer. It's weird. But yeah. In your opinion, how much caffeine is too much caffeine? I used to drink 3 to 4 large cups of coffee a day. Congratulations, Liz, for not wrecking your cart. So I can't really say anything when it comes down to caffeine, because I am a caffeine nut and I do like my coffee and tea. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If no one has any other questions, I can just end it here. And heck, if people who watch this video on YouTube side or afterwards, you can always look, go on my Discord and ask questions in the chat, in the chat down below, and I'll respond to them. My favorite animal? My favorite animal depends on what category. Are we talking like reptiles, pets? No, what are we talking about here in regards to animals, Hannah? Because I like Bohemian Shepherds, they are a nice breed of dog. I like reptiles, I like geckos, snakes. I have arachnophobia, so I won't really get scorpions or spiders. Ants I wouldn't mind keeping as a pet, but that would probably creep me out a bit more as well. Fish are nice. Not my fault. Yep. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do I want your 5 PD character to live, Pengu? My character barely knows enough about yours, to a certain extent. She's only like met you once, and now you're in a PD custody because of that. But I'd say about an 8 or a 9, because your dad killed your sister and has now showed up to like apparently try and kill you or something, so yeah. She wants to give you a fighting chance and also protect you, because that's why she went into the LSPD. So I'd rather not like your character to die. Oh, why do I yawn? Then go to bed, Geordie. Because to be fair, I might go to bed. Tomorrow, because I will most likely be going out on my bike tomorrow. If people want to just casually sit staring at my Discord, because I will join my office and just sit in my office while I'm out on a bike ride. If people want to talk, I will be in my office because I'm weird. It's dependent on how I feel though. I'll probably post if I'm out on my bike anyway. Yes and no, Soul. A lot of the time if I've had to laugh, I ingrain it into my character. Okay, my character's laughing because that is funny. But there are times where, like, my daughter might say something funny, and I'm like, and I have to, like, you know, stop talking or try and not laugh to try and continue being serious. It's fun. But when it comes down to roleplay, there's always gonna be something that makes you laugh, and that's what I love about it. Is there's always gonna be that one thing that you're gonna have a little giggle about, or that's gonna make you break down and just start absolutely going mental because it's hilarious. Especially in SAF. Alright, Nick. Thanks for the congratulations. Stay safe, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good evening. Evening. Fucking up. But yeah. I can't thank every single one of you enough though. Because like I said, I wouldn't be here without you guys. And that's a fact. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now without you guys. And I will truly always be grateful. Thank you, Redneck. For the thousand bits? I don't fucking know, my brain's broken. Thank you, Redneck. You are legitimately way too kind. Thank you, kind sir, thank you. I will truly always be grateful for where I am, and if I ever deviate from that, and if I ever say that I'm not or I want more, please remind me of these videos, of these things, because evidently without you guys I wouldn't be sat where I am. I wouldn't be doing what I am right now. And I want to stay with this mindset of you guys make this what it is. I'm just sat here entertaining, but I can't entertain without you guys, without viewers, without people who enjoy this, without those who critique what I do and recommend me to do things differently, or try and help me out with certain things. So for that I will truly always be grateful, and I owe you all. Because like I said, I wouldn't be sat where I am now, doing what I'm doing right now, without you guys, without the people I've met along the way. And I hope one day I get to say to every single one of you in person, properly, thank you. Thank you for the 1000 bits. Geordie, thank you kindly. Stay safe, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for the bits again. But yeah, I couldn't ask to have known anyone better than you guys. Yeah, you guys, like I said, make this what it is, and I owe it all to every single one of you, and every single person I've met along the way. You guys have changed my life, and I hope that I can at least be that distraction from the world, from the negativity that is evidently gonna always be there. And I will try and continue to make these streams better, whether it be better quality, more games, more people hanging around, or including you guys in them. Like I said, you guys have made this channel what it is, and I'd like to include you guys in its growth until the day I can't continue. And I don't mean continue as in my internet's gone out, I mean the day I physically can't continue, or mentally, or both. If I ever go to a Twitch convention, would I go to a North American one? I live in England. If I get invited to a TwitchCon, which usually is you get paid for a hotel, I will pay for a flight and I'll fly. I'll fly wherever. If I get the opportunity to go to a TwitchCon that's in any country, whether it be in my home country or in the States, whether it be North America, South America, anywhere, I will go to it. And I will definitely make an announcement that I'm going to it. Because I get to meet you guys, and I get to meet people that I look up to, and might still look up to. Also, TwitchCon usually has a lot of nice merch that I like. So, if I get the opportunity, yes, I will. And if I do go, I'd love to meet you guys. Because like I said, I owe everything I'm doing now to you guys. I truly will always be grateful for that. I'm getting messages from people. I'm gonna put that one up. Okay. Not sure I've seen Bridget a few times, but the cheese ball reference is the one that sticks. Has James had to tell any other things that she owns? James has told her, I think it was her 6x6, that she wrecked into the river that ironically Grim is in that image sat next to, Cassidy Creek. I took the rotator down and got it out, and then took it back to DOTHQ in a stream, I believe, as well, where Bernard showed up. So I talking to me, and then was like, "Have you checked those boxes?" And I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "There could be bombs in those boxes, and you'd never know." So then I was terrified and had to check the boxes, and there was nothing in them. So that's the only time I've ever had to take anything like that. I think so, but I rolled up on a in a rollback. It would have taken me too long to go back and grab a another tow vehicle, so I just said County will take it. Still wrote up the paperwork and still put the paperwork in for it, but just added that it was County tow because I was unable to fit on the back of my rollback. Bridget is one of the most terrifying characters to deal with as tow, because Bridget is such an iconic character, but also it's the factor of she is just an absolute nutcase, and it's hilarious. But when you're running tow, and you want to try and keep things, safe, professional, and then you have someone jumping all over your stuff and standing on top of your vehicle, it's pretty entertaining, especially when she calls you the fake wee woos, because we went and got a call out to recover an abandoned LEO vehicle. So we rocked up, and it was Bridget, because she was on top of the car, and then she ran over to us and called us the fake wee woos. I will cherish every RP scene I've ever had with an SAF, because I've got to roleplay with people I've looked up to and continue to look up to, and people that I never in a million years thought I'd be able to get to roleplay with, and just new friends in general. Heck, I've hung out with Silver on Elite Dangerous. I've just sat in VC with him and talked to him about stuff. I've hung out with him on a 5PD server just for a mess around. Heck, every now and again we'll usually spam DM each other dark memes. And if I went back to myself, and I've looked up to everyone in SAF for a good while, since SAF's been around near enough. I've been on and off watching their streams when I was younger. I say younger, it isn't that long ago, but it feels like they've been there for most of my life. And I wouldn't be able to thank them enough either for allowing me to be able to roleplay within their community and hang out with so many amazing people. What's my most favorite scene? Every scene. Every scene I've ever done will always be my favorite, because every scene is unique, every scene is different, and everyone involved always adds something that is amazing. The DOT ride-alongs, the 2 DOT ride-alongs I did with Shockton or Terror, will always stick in my mind because they were entertaining and fun. The scenes with James and Terry or Kara are also my favorites because they're entertaining and fun to watch and to be a part of, and they're absolutely hilarious. The scenes I get to do as Grim. Every scene I have ever been a part of will always be my favorite because of everyone involved and how amazing that they're role played out and how fun they are. I can't express to you how fun it is to do these scenes. They are entertaining and hilarious, and like I said, I couldn't be more grateful to be in SAF, being able to do these scenes. And one thing that has actually reminded me of is, as a community, we're not always gonna, I'm not gonna stay in SAF forever. Neither is other people in SAF. People come and go in a community. Some people stay longer than others. That's inevitable. We do have lives outside of it. But people who I've roleplayed around, who I've known since I've joined SAF leaving, whether it be Shield, Patterson, Shockton, slash Terror, even though I might be able to see these people again, hang out with these people again, I've known them for the majority of my time within SAF, if not all of it. I've got to hang out with them. I spent more time with them than I do with a lot of other people. So when you hear that someone is leaving, it does feel like that you're literally saying goodbye to someone, like legitimately, like you will never see them again. They're basically dead. Obviously they're not, they're very much alive, but it does feel like you are saying goodbye to a loved one who you might never see again, or a relative that you will never see again, other than at a funeral. Because you form that connection, and as a human, that's, yeah, you still have that response. Obviously it hurts a lot more when it's a family member, but you still form this bond, this friendship, and when you hear that they're leaving the community, you can't be more proud of them if they're like going off to a workplace. And a lot of the time they are. They're going off because they won't have the time anymore because they've got a job that'll pay them more, or they're going off to college or university. They're going where they want to go. They're gonna do what they want to do, and you couldn't be more proud of them. And you wish them the best of luck for their future. But at the same time, you still feel like you're losing someone, and that you won't see someone again, or you won't see them ever again. And it does hurt. And you want to stay in contact. And you hope that they come back. Because it is very much like life. You can't get those memories back when that person's gone. You can't have someone else play their character, because everyone will play a character differently. So it is very much true, like you are losing someone. Thank you. That Pagan Maddie for the follow, thank you kindly. Welcome to Insanity. Other than that, because otherwise I'm legitimately gonna start crying. I'm gonna end the stream here. It hasn't been as long as I expected, but I'm not gonna complain. I still got to talk to you guys. I still got to answer questions that you guys have. And like I said, if you ever have any other questions, feel free to ask, and ask Azrael. Or for those who aren't in the Discord, there's the comments in on my YouTube channel that you can always ask, and I will try and answer all of them. But this is what I like doing, is playing video games, but also being able to sit down with you guys and just talk. Because sometimes sitting down and talking to people is all you ever need in life. You can just relax. So other than that, thank you guys for stopping by on this kind of late and random stream. Thank you to those who are watching on YouTube. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. To those who are watching live, thank you for the recent follows, bits, donations. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and if I don't see you guys again, a wonderful rest of the week. Because for me it's now Monday. Bank holiday, woohoo! Thank you guys for stopping by. Stay safe as always, guys. Peace.
Yeah, yeah, oh boy, I'm telling goodbye, I'm telling goodbye. Yeah, yeah, oh boy, I'm telling goodbye, I'm telling goodbye. I'm not the girl that I used to be. Sometimes I'm more than words. I'm beyond what I once was. I don't believe in love. Hey, hey. If I want something, I got it. Hey, hey. Oh, baby, I don't need love. Hey, hey. 'Cause the love I cannot buy it. Wasn't real with you, boy. Real, wasn't real with you, boy. You won't give me too much chances. I don't care. I'm fine, I'm fancy brighter. Yeah, 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 oh boy, I'm telling goodbye, I'm telling goodbye.